Alright, so if you didn't watch the last video, basically, if you didn't watch the last video, it's advisable that you should save using this new save system that they added to the Resident Evil. Not this old one where you go on a typewriter and then you touch the typewriter and then you put it into the system using the old school way of doing things, because this is the old school way of doing things. It's advisable that you use the new system where you just press the option button and then the screen pops up and use this to do save. So that anytime you want to load, you will load back from this last location here and here. Now, I don't think you need ink ribbons to use this system, which is fine. I'm not trying to win any awards here on how many ink ribbons you could use, but the sole purpose of this is if you make an accident and accidentally press um, the start of the game again from the beginning. Like say if you decide to go back to the beginning for reasons, whatever the reasons are, like if you accidentally press I guess save, or no, not save, uh, what is it? Okay. If you save here, if you accidentally press one of the previous saves, but you didn't press the exact correct save, you press a previous save, you can't go back and reload that save. So you would have to go back to the beginning again. Um, and it's kind of annoying. So it's best to use the new attach in-game system, which is to do this. So I'm no longer going to be using the typewriter to do my saves. I'm going to be using the options from now on, which is here. I don't have to use ink ribbons to use it either, but it will help you to save time and effort. This game pulls no punches, but like they do this literally on caution. And one bite and he goes from caution to straight dead. Usually your caution goes from caution to red, not to straight dead. It's dumb as hell. I think there's a reason why they fixed the newer version of the games. Like it didn't make sense to have 3 different caution types, and you're not and for the love of God, your characters could still, no matter how much time you put into it, he still bears off to the wrong direction. You literally have to stop in place, turn, stop in place, turn, stop, turn, stop, turn, stop, turn, stop, turn. It's fucking stupid. It's like you're a robot. Stop, turn. So I think I have to kill. I think I have to. I have to kill at least one of them. It might be the first guy. Kill the first guy and then juke around the second. And then I just don't have enough bullets to kill all these idiots. See, and it makes no sense because once you're near the zombie, he just, for some reason, the zombie just spins around. He just spin around. Like he just spin around. Like his mobility of moving slow doesn't count for when you're within good range of said zombie. It doesn't really make sense. But then again, this is an old school game. Nothing really makes sense. Well, at least I know where I'm not going. I do admit I like this new loading system. It's faster than waiting for the game to load. So once I run past the zombie, I go into this room. The crows are there. Maybe I have to push all the switch for them not to act up. I doubt it. It'll be something very specific. Yeah, I know it. It'll be something very specific. I have to get it right the first time. The one thing I said I probably don't like about this, this feels like cheating because you could always save at any time, overwriting your saves over and over again. Oh, but then again, this is an old school game that's its mechanics is terrible, and there's always zombies, and you don't have lots of bullets. So I would see how this would be annoying to people who first played this game. Not just the people who first played this game and never played this old school game, but also the people who've played this game, but it's been like maybe years, decades. Because you're constantly trying to see how you could make the zombie move that works for you, but the mechanics is so terrible, it's hard to do. The only good thing about it, I would say, with this new director's cut is that you could load fast. Fastest loading. Look how fast that is. Excellent. Yeah, it's uh, it's bad because I'm trying to get this guy out of this corner. That's it. It's like you're it's like you're constantly trying to figure out where the zombie's going to turn. Left, right, turn, left, right. And you don't know exactly where they're going to turn. So that's the annoying part. You're dying over and over again because the mechanics is so terrible. And then there's stuff like that. Like the dog would instantly jump on top of you without before you even juke to the left or to the right. So they didn't really make games real good back in the days. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to put these two inside of the little um, dial thing where you need like three of them in order to open the door, just to free up space, and I'll see what this key does. And I can't remove the shotgun yet, because then the room will crush me. So I need something to replace the shotgun. And there's nothing in my inventory that will allow me to substitute for the shotgun. Maybe a broom or something. Something long enough, like a fake, like a toy gun. That's why I think I have to look for a toy shotgun. So, we'll see. I can see the reason why they decided to put this system right here in, where you could just save and load. Because it's annoying as hell. Because the lack of ammunition they gave you, the terrible movement with regards to controlling. Even if you're skilled, it's terrible. And it would eventually frustrate someone to no end. So they put it in there specifically for the generation we're living in now. Because the generation we're living on would not stand for it. And they would make zero money from this game if it wasn't in here. Only people that might buy it was people who are reminiscent and nostalgic for this game. Boy, I died more times in here than I did in Elden Ring. Like, what game have you died most in your entire playthrough? If someone tells me I'm from Software again, I'll just laugh at them. Oh, like, you've never played Resident Evil 1, the old school PlayStation 1, using the traditional mechanics. It's like, but those aren't boss fights. Be like, it's not about boss fights, it's the amount of deaths that you have. How many times have you died? So, I laugh when people tell me from Software games. There are plenty of old school games where you die like ridiculous amount of times. Look how Bob to the... And you can't see shit because the damn zombie is blocking your fucking view of the door. Once again, the reason why these games are terrible. They're fun, but they're terrible. When people made them, they didn't use too much common sense. Wait, where am I going? This isn't the dog door. Oh, no, no, no. I can't do that. I have to take the shortcut. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I juke to the freaking left and to the right. And because I juke too much to the freaking, well, from his point of view, it would be his left. But from the visual perspective, it was actually right. So I juked to the right, and what does this asshole do? He started to push the damn thing simply because I was trying to run to the right. The mechanics is terrible. If the dog was there, I would have been dead simply because this dumbass decided to push instead of follow what I'm trying to do. And it's simply a made mechanics that they did. It has nothing to do with me whatsoever at all. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I can't. Never mind. I can't use it on those doors until I guess I have all three. So I would have to go back to the beginning. And I already got everything I need from here. And see if I could find a third one, wherever the third one might be. Maybe I could find something in this room to substitute for the shotgun, but I doubt it. I don't remember from the original game that that was something I could do. We'll see. You know what? I think yeah, I think this save thing here, load save, is a temp save. Um, so just to ensure safety, I'm going to use the ribbon now, just as a backup, just in case. I might actually be right. And I'm going to put these two in storage until I find the third one. I'm going to take out the small key. Because if it is temp save, RAM versus ROM, then that's a no good. Because the moment I log off, anything I did on the temp save will be gone. Good, so at least I have a permanent save. And I'm going to now use the map to go to everywhere that I didn't go to. Actually, now I think about it, I used the, let me see. Let's see. The herbicide, which is for making mixtures. Oh, the herbicide used for, I think it's for those plants. I'm gonna use it on the plants to kill them. Um, What else? Win emblem. I don't see the emblem coming in useful yet. And there's another small key. Then there's the music notes. I don't know. So what I'll do is I'll take one of the small keys and only one, and one of the music notes. Because if I am going to use the herbicide on those plants to get health, then that'll get me back up to green. Pretty easy. Which will be fun, because then I'll save it there, and then I'll call it a day, and then I'll hop onto Warframe. So things are proceeding as usual, but this game is basically like riding a bike, a very shitty old school bike. It doesn't operate with proper braking functionality, and it always constantly fights you. So yeah. Yeah. I wonder if it's going to. No, it doesn't recognize the. Yeah, the temp save. The game does not recognize permanent save. It only recognizes the temp save. Or it doesn't recognize the in-game save. It only recognizes the coded save. The enhanced or the inputted, upgraded coded save. So I'm curious about something. Like, how is it possible to, if they're that deep in the corner, how can you actually juke them? I am a little bit curious about that. But I do like the fact that they offer you the temp save, which makes you bypass all these intro scenes and loading screens of the whole game. You just press the load game, you load up, and you just move. You don't have to wait for anything. So I kind of like that. It's gonna be a while because you have to lure them into a corner, like hurting them. Then you have to wait for them to make their complete turns. Then you have to turn. Otherwise, if you turn too early, they'll grab you. And that's another thing. Your character cannot spin around fast enough. You have to wait there to aggro the enemy, but then you can't wait for too long either, because he'll grab you if you're too close to them. So it's it's a weird thing of the game. See, like, it's a very weird thing of the game because you're trying to you can't like let go of your controller. You have to keep going, but then you have to stop. But then you have to stop, and then you have to let them gather into a corner, and then you have to proceed and run around them. So it's a thing that you have to learn how to understand how the mechanics of the game works, and you have to get used to it. So the whole process of dying over and over again is not due to the difficulty of the enemy, it's just due to the terrible mechanics of the game. Look, I mean, you know, you have to move fast enough. You have to move fast enough, and you have to know exactly when to make a turn and when not to make a turn. And frankly, you know, some people are just gonna get frustrated over that and say, "Well, this is one shitty ass game, nostalgic or not." So, you know, I kind of agree with them, but at the same time, I don't agree with them because that's everyone who played this old school game had to deal with this crap. They have to deal with this crap because for God knows why, um, the controllers it just doesn't work out the way you want to. You have to be completely and utter accurately, and nobody has the patience to be like this. Like unless there's someone like me who just keep repeating the things over and over. Most people will just like give up and say fuck the game. Some people who don't have patience, they will just break it. But I understand the mechanics of the old school. This is a time when people didn't use their brains too much. So I'm gonna see what I'm going to see. I'm gonna see if I could maybe shoot the second guy with all my bullets and then run through. But then I'll have no bullets. But I doubt the enemy drops at 3 bullets. So I would need a minimum of 5. It won't work. Okay, then I had to lead them here into this corner. I'm assuming they'll be lit. And then the fucking moron, the cocksucking fucking moron, runs right into them, even when I didn't want them to. It's like you desperately have to be forcing yourself on the goddamn wheel, because the wheels is not, there's not enough play. There's not enough play on the wheel. Like, it truly is like driving a vehicle. It truly is. It truly is like driving a vehicle. You have to move the controller, and frankly, because these are old school games, it's it's incredibly terrible. And then over here, hopefully, but they're over there. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? But like, see what I'm saying? How is it possible to get by them? Like, you're trying to lead them into a corner. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lead them into the far left corner and see what that does. If they're going to follow the far left corner, because you can't be too close to them, otherwise they'll grab you. So you either have to kill them, which means you have to waste bullets, or you have to pray that they follow the scripted scenario of them running into the corner, and that your dumbass controls for the character tries to obey, for Christ's sake, the movement that you're trying to do. See, this it's incredibly awful. So you have to kill one of them. You try to bait them, but they spin the close quarters so tight you can't hardly do anything. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I don't have enough bullets to take care of these fools. So I have to constantly die over and over again just to see if I could get past them. I was thinking maybe if I go in here and then come back out here, the one in the corner would move if I do it like this, but he's just gonna be standing in there in that corner. He's not gonna move. See? And that's the thing, but like they spin too fast for your character because your character is so slow. It's it's awful. Like, if they're not going to give you enough bullets, they at least have to figure out a way in order to for you to maneuver around enemies more effectively. But this is the old school games. There's there is no logic to it. It's you just have to deal with it. Like, you run to the door to press your hand on the door to open the door, and your character doesn't do it. So you have to constantly keep doing it. Keep rapidly pressing your hand on the door for him then to open the door. Because you have to be at the particular angle to the door for you to go through the door. If you're not at a particular angle, you can't do it. See, This is what I'm talking about. Be like, he was bobbing, he was starting to go to turn his head to the other way, and I was about to go around him. But I had to stop because if I kept running, I would run right into him. So you have to know when to stop and when to bob. It's it's completely stupid. Or like most people who've played this game over and over and over again, they save their bullets for specific enemies. Be like, you think any random person would know this shit? No, they wouldn't. I think the brain cells of certain people in this world are quite limited. Assuming that people who've never played the game or people who've haven't played the game for like decades or or even if pros are good at it, maybe they're, I won't say they're cheating, but you know, you have to think about it from a logical point of view. Like, you can't change people from being who they are. Like, that's why I got so much criminals in the world. Everyone thinks that they're Johnny. I could do everything on the spot. Then they all have a record. Here, motherfuckers talking about parole and all this bullshit. And see, and look at that. He didn't bob. He didn't go towards the wall that time. He did not go towards the wall that time. He just turned around in my direction. So the whole thing is just like one big gamble. You're hoping that the game respond to the way you want it to respond to, but it won't do so. It will do its own thing, so you just have to repeat the process. The way I see it is that I might have to restart the game from the beginning and then save all my bullets and just juke people who I need to juke. And anyone who's not my character, I would. Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. I think it's just a luck of the draw. That's all it is. When someone's able to get by these two enemies and they're already in danger, it's a luck of the draw if you're able to pass them. It's not like you're skilled or anything. You're just lucky. I don't really believe in luck at all. But I would say I believe more in chance. If you're able to somehow bob 2 or 3 degrees more than a normal someone else, you're able to avoid the accident. So it's not really luck. It's just a chance of how well you maneuver something. Stupid as fuck, man. See, look at that. And then this leads to, okay, this led to them. So I think I should just, yeah, I'll load this time. Since this leads to that door and I don't have the key for it, there's no reason for me to go to the door now. So now that I know this, and I could load from here, I no longer have to worry about going through the door that way, the south way. I could just go here and go back here through this door, because there's nothing there. It's just a dead end. Wait, is it a dead end or are there two? Let me check my map. Actually, you know what? Let me go into the door and then check my map. Okay, yeah. So, two doors. One door I can't get into. I need a key for. The other door, which is like a long hallway. Um, well, actually, I think about it. Yeah, this door. This long hallway is the art gallery room, and the door right across from it leads to an area I can't get to. And the locked door, the other locked door, is there. And then the room with the stairs that goes upstairs is the door that's next to that one, the one I came through the save room. So this entire area is now pointless. So knowing this, I no longer have to, based on the map here, I no longer have to worry about dealing with the zombies. I just need to now have keys, herbicide, and then go to the room that had the plants, I believe, if I remember clearly. This is all pure chance. It's all pure chance bullshit. It has nothing to do with being skilled. Like if someone's skilled using a PlayStation controller, their hands are more firm and accurate with regards to turning using a controller. Yeah, but I doubt it. I would mostly say they're using some type of code, or they're using a freaking computer, which is disgusting. Hey, I don't knock how people play their games, but the truth is, like, if someone was to tell me I'm playing shitty, like, you gotta prove it to me that you're not using a controller, or that you are using a controller. Otherwise, I'm just gonna say, but like, okay, sure, guy. Okay, so now I could heal, and it will probably get me into caution, which is completely idiotic because only 2 bites is required for you to die, so what is the point of caution? And I'll combine 2 of the herbs together just to save space. And I remember it says blue and blue and the blue and the green gives you say the red doesn't really do anything, but it just enhances the green, I believe, something like that. The duration period. So I'll do that. I'll combine. Yeah, it just enhances the duration period of the green. Same as if I mix all 3 of them together, the red is just going to enhance the blue and the green together to resist toxic effect. So the green and the red together just makes the the duration period lasts longer. So I'll go with that. And I'll combine again. You know what, let me save just in case. Temp save just in case I'm completely wrong. The game does its own thing. But I believe I'm not wrong. So I'm going to use one, and I'll keep this other one. I'll save again. And I'll take whatever this is. This should be the mentioned key for armor doors. All armor doors key. So now that that's done, I can now save. Herbicide was used well. Kill these bitches. And I can now proceed forward with doing a main save using ribbon and be done with this. However, problem lies with this mofo. How do you run past this guy? Like that, I guess. Alright, so should be able to get into this door now. Hopefully I have what I need here. Maybe the red jewel or the weapon for the armor. I mean for the gun. So I could put the toy shot. Oh, there it is. Broken toy shotgun to get the real shotgun. And of course this. But I can't do anything, so what is this? Oh, I should have the key. And I use one, so that key should be done with. Yep. This now allows me to have... Now do I want the shotgun rounds or do I want the other thing? Temporarily for the moment, I believe I need this in order to put in my gun. Kill a few zombies with it. Maybe just kill one zombie with it. And then come back in here and get the shells. But not any random zombies. A zombie that's bunched up in a corner constantly will kill me over and over again. I believe this zombie here, I could juke him. I will see. I'll save. But I believe this zombie and his little friend are going to be an annoyance. But have I finished everything in this room? That's what I need to know. That's the thing I don't know. I don't know. So I believe I'll just kill him. Come on, what are you doing? I don't want to waste. wonder if I didn't waste it. Would he die in the next bullet shot, or would I have to do it all over again? Nope. I'll have to do it all over again. He should not have died in that amount of... Alright. I'm trying to remember where the goddamn room with the freaking gun was. I believe it might have actually been on the other side. Maybe it was on the other side. Might have been on the other side. Might be completely wrong. Probably is on the other side. Side where all the dogs are. Speaking of which, I have... Yeah, I'll save it for the dogs. I think so. Not 100% sure, but I believe I might. Just in case. So this is the armor key. Okay, this is the armor key. Because this door originally said armored door. But I'll make sure I get the shotgun first, then I'll save, and then I'll call it a day. It wasn't. What was in this room? Yeah, I think I got everything I needed from this room. Yeah. Let's see, what time is it? About a little bit over 2 hours. Usually I would play an hour and a half of this. With the last hour and of course these 2 hours, been like 3 hours combining. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I want to get some type of headway with regards to this game. Okay, so I'll kill one of these jokers. That's because they're an annoyance and they bunch up here. I'll do a quick save, attempt save, and yeah, it should be fine. I'll have to waste bullets in at least one of them. Now that one of them is completely dead, I only have to worry about dealing with just one left. Wait, what the fuck? I killed him. He died. That's some bullshit if I ever seen it. That's literally bullshit. He completely died. Blood bleeding out the whole 9 yards. See, now he's dead. So there's no fucking way he'll come back to life. I saw his blood bleed out again. Unless there's a glitch in that area that responds to fucking zombie. No. So I might have not killed him the first time around. Alright, if I remember carefully. This leads to the emblem stuff. And I believe the room next to it leads to zombies. I mean, that leads to... Okay. Okay, so this is not the shotgun room. Alright. Where's the shotgun room? It's not here, it's not here, it's not here. Here it is, okay. Thank God. So now I could deal with the dogs. I believe one shotgun can take care of the dogs. Just one. But I need room. That's fine. We have it. And now I'm crystal clear. Good to go. I got the shotgun. And now I could take care of at least one of the dogs. Or I don't have to use the dogs at all. And I'll do a quick temp save. And then after I do this quick temp save, I'll do a complete save. That's if one of my ribbons are actually in there. So let's see. And now I'm gonna open all the armored doors. I think I got many of them open, but the ones that I couldn't open a lot before in the main hallway and the second floor, I'm gonna open those, then I'll save. Or what I'll do, I'll save right now, and I'll do that some other time. So I have to keep this with me, and I'll put this in storage. This is backup. I need the gun and this and this. Wind crest. So I need one more crest. I have two crests. I have the star crest, I have the wind crest, I probably need the earth crest, and maybe another crest, maybe four in total. I believe there might have been four. But that's it for the game. I don't, yeah, there's just one ribbon. I'll use this last ribbon to do a permanent save, because I believe a temp save um, might only happen when I'm playing the game, but a permanent save might require a ribbon. I don't know. Just guessing. And that's that. So the next time I play the game, I will have to probably do many temp saves until I find a ribbon. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna open as many armored doors, and then I'll log off, and then I'll check based on that if the temp save is not a temp save, it's a permanent save. Because if it's a permanent save, then that means all the armored doors would be unlocked, and I don't have to use the key again for those doors. But we'll see. This was an armored door. Let's see what's in here. Ink ribbon, very nice. Alright, so this one I might need to put the shield here, like the armor thing. So I might need to get it. Um, yeah, I think that's what the emblem on the wall was for. And put it down there. So I have to probably get it out of the crate. I believe I opened all the doors up here already. I believe I did. Right, so that's done with. I opened all the doors. There's nothing in here left. Nothing on the table or anything. I still am unaware of the reason why it was necessary to drain the water from this thing. Doesn't really make sense. But it is what it is. Maybe I should have read the notes, but the point is I'm trying to open as many doors as I possibly can. And then do one final save. So I'll probably get off in 15. I said I wasn't going to proceed further into the game, but this game is kind of remind me that it was annoying in the past, and it still is kind of annoying. But the fun of Resident Evil wasn't mainly in its mechanics, was within its horror genre, its style of horror. The movement mechanics of using your controllers was god awful then, just like it's god awful now. The environment, the characters, just like I said before in the last video, um, that's all great. And emblem. Yeah, I might have to use this. And it's up to me if I want to put the gun away. I think I only need like 6. If one bullet from a shotgun could kill one zombie or one of anything to get out my way, then I should be fine. Freeing me up of 2 additional space. Okay, so I'm gonna go to that armor room, and after I unlock it, I'm going to come back down and save, and that should be the end of this. I'm not going to waste my shotgun bullets. If I'm going to use my shotgun, I'm going to make sure it's used. Not a single bullet waste. Okay, so I have too much on me. It's at this point in the game that I have to get the lighter. So yeah, uh, I have to backtrack. I have to acquire that lighter and make sure that all doors are open with this key. So let's see, what else door do I need to open? Wait, what? I believe I need one more armored door to open. That might be downstairs. Or it's upstairs in the other door. Yeah. What type of garbage is that? Like, you missed the first time, and then the second time all three of them got hit? That's weird. This game is... Old school games are weird, man. I swear to God. Okay, so make sure all doors are open. I don't have the code for that area. Um, Actually, the shotgun, if I could line it up good, I could kill two at once. So I'll quick save here. I'll just put the clip inside here. And if I could line it up properly, accurately, I might be able to get both of those guys at the same time. So I'll do one final quick save. Then I'll come here, I'll use my ribbon, and I'll call it a day. If I could line them up good. There it is. Perfect. Alright. So now that those two are finished, I could then see what other doors. What? Another one? Okay. I don't have to worry about him too much. And see if this door can be open. Yes, it can. Did I forget anything in here? Yes, the lighter, I believe. Is the lighter in here? Or did I get it already? No, I believe the lighter is here on the table. No, it was the ammo for the shotgun. Yes. But I believe the lighter's also in here. Or is it in another room? That's very strange. I could swear a lighter was in here. It might be in, yeah, it's in another room. It's in another room. I believe it's in the room with the scientist trench coat. Just to ensure I make 100% certain. Make sure I got everything in these rooms before I call it a day. I don't have the red one, but that's fine. I know the lighter is not here. What? Oh, he was never dead? What? I never killed him. That's weird. I thought I killed at least one of them. I could swear I killed at least one of them. This fucking game, man. If I'm right, then that guy came back to life. Like he's Beelzebub or something. Alright, so let's continue. Enemies that you should kill should not be coming back to life. That's the one thing I know from Resident Evil, the old school Resident Evil, classic Resident Evil. Did I go all? I think I went all the way in here. The lighter's not in this area. I believe I'm correct. Yeah, the lighter is not in this area. I'm trying to remember where it was. It's not there. This is locked from inside. At least I believe the lighter's around where the dogs were. And there you have it. That's the end of the armor key and the sword key. The only thing left is the helm key, which I have to find. So now after I open this door and get the lighter, that should be the end of it. That should be the end. More magazine clips. Okay. Anything else? Got one bullet left, but we'll see what we see back here. What was he chilling doing back here? Okay, a desk and it's locked, so I need the key to open that. And we'll see if anything is in here. If not, we'll run to our crate. We'll find we don't need an ink ribbon, so that's fine. I believe I could use my weapon on this guy because he's just crawling. But this fucking thing is... so disgusting, man. The whole mechanics of the whole walking thing is annoying as fuck. You're trying to bob around the corner, it won't allow you to bob. Alright, so it's a mirror here. I'm not gonna pick this up. Let's see what's in the corner here. Can I push anything here? No. Let's see what these are all about. Nothing major. There's a door back here. I don't have a key for this room. Alright. But at least now I've gotten rid of that key and it's no longer needed. And now all I have to do is find the lighter and a small little key for the desk. But once I get the lighter, I'll just save. Because now both the armor and where's the damn lighter, man? Is it on the second floor? Might be on the second floor room. It was inside of the scientist. It's gotta be around here somewhere. I think this door is locked. Yeah, you need the helm key, and then you need a code for that. And downstairs, I cleared out most of the area downstairs. Is that maybe for one zombie? No, I cleared out. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, is that for one zombie? Okay, so I was wrong. The lighter is not in the room with the jacket, with the scientist trench coat. It's in here. All right, now that I got the lighter, I'll get that final herb right over there. If I could combine it. No, I can't combine it. Alright, it's fine. I'll go to the desk, and then I'll use this on the desk. This small key on the desk in that room. And that should be it. Then I'll go with save and call it a day. What was in here? Literally was just in here. No, this wasn't the room. Okay. I used the lighter in the room. I need to get rid of that key though. So this part makes no sense to me, typically, and you could equip the damn lighter or just use it. And I did check it, and it did say it has some fuel. Some fuel is left, so it's not like it's empty and it cannot be used. But apparently, based on the logic of this room being dark, you cannot use your lighter to turn it on. It says too dark to see. I literally have a lighter. I could use the lighter, but the game, like back in the days, they really didn't think too much, or too hard. Everything had to be part of a required thing. Um, no sense of imagination, I guess. Um, but I believe they were more about making money than, to you to creatively execute something. So the light is kind of pointless for right now, and a small key might open this door, or it might open that drawer. And shielded. So I might need a crowbar to get in there. Alright, so there's nothing here anymore. I believe there was a little desk or something somewhere. Might have missed it or something. Could swear I saw like a small little desk or something. Let me go back. Alright, so it's definitely not in here. Yeah, not that desk, I believe. Well, this is not a desk. Oh, there's something here? There was something here the whole time. Alright, so I definitely have to come back into this room one more time. Thought it was only the red herb, but there's a shell in there. So alright, so let's see. This is a lot by the helm. Okay, I still the lighter might be used for this right here. That's the only thing that makes sense. If it's not used for anything else, but it can't be used here. So let me ask. Let's see. I need probably wood first, and then I can use the lighter. Papers on the wall. Why don't I just use the paper on the wall? Remove the paper from the wall, and then put it inside of the damn freaking campfire. I mean, not campfire. Inside of the pile. All right, so uh, let's see. I think I'll call it a day. I think I did a lot. I found the shotgun. I used one of the mini keys. I used the blue gem. Um, I found the lighter. I used the silver key and the armored key. Used up both the silver key and the armored key. Um, Both of those are completely gone, and um, died many times. Found many shotgun shells. And found a lot of herbs as well. found a couple of found like 2 of the emblems as well, so that was pretty good as well. And found I believe a couple of ribbons. So found several things. Found like 3 different um, pistol ammo, 2 shotgun shells, many herbs to do many mixing, and yeah, lighter. So found about a good 10 items. Let's see, based on the past 3 hours of the game, the first hour being doing absolutely nothing but dying over and over again. I found 2 shells, 2 Beretta ammunition, um, several herbs, about 2 red herbs, and about 10, no, 6 green herbs, so more than 10 items. And then I found the shotgun itself by then substituting that with the wooden shotgun. And then I used up both the silver key and the armor key, um, which I found today, both silver and armor, and use up both of them. And what else? Um, found used up the herbicide to kill the plants, and found some musical notes and about 15 things. I've accomplished 15 things today, so that's a lot. But yeah, a lot of enemies died too. A lot of enemies and unlock certain areas as well. Met one of the stars member and killed a couple of dogs and gathered even more herbs. So actually, I gathered more than just 7 different herbs, red and green. I gathered a whole lot of green herbs. So basically, I found like 20 items, maybe even more. Alright, so that's it. Some of them I couldn't even pick up. So, yep, that's pretty good. Pretty damn good. Died more times than I ever did in Dark Souls for the first 25%. Like, if I was to play Dark Souls for a good 25% of Dark Souls, and I play this for about a good 25%, I believe I might actually die more times here within the first 15% of this game. Because I'm still in a mansion, and I probably cleared out maybe most of the top floor and bottom floor. So I cleared out about 25% of my mansion already, and maybe there's even if this mansion is only consisting of both the second floor and the first floor, then I've cleared out more than 25% of the mansion. I cleared out a good 75% of the mansion. So that doesn't mean I've finished 75% of the game. I've just cleared 75% of the mansion itself, which probably comes up to about 25% of the game, or if not 25% of the game, 20% of the game. But I believe I've completed about a good 25%, maybe more than that, of the game now. So 25% of this game, or let's say 25% of any Dark Souls game. I would have said I died more times in this game than I ever did in any Dark Souls game. Um, if you're adding things up by the 25% margin, how many times you die over and over again. Um, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if by the time I get to 25% in any Dark Souls game, or Soulsborne game, or Elden Ring, or whatever, maybe I died more times. But I know for a fact, depending on how many times I died within how many minutes, or within how many hours, I died more times within minutes in this game than I ever did in any Souls game. Literally died like every 2 minutes or so, or sometimes even less. So I've probably died more times in the first hour of this game, or the first 3 hours of this game, than I ever did in any Souls game. So these enemies aren't hard. These enemies aren't hard, but They're not hard, but you're not allowed to waste ammunition either. And your knife is really shitty. And the corners are very tight. So if you just kill a couple of zombies and then by the time you get to the next 15% of the game, you have no ammo. So, and you can't juke them because they're in very tight quarters. So yeah, I've learned my lesson. Like, kill only a few of them and then leave another few of them alive. Don't kill all of them. Only kill a few. If there are two dogs, infected dogs within the vicinity, probably kill one of them. And if there are several um, zombies within the vicinity, probably kill maybe three of them and leave one of them in the room. Especially if they're blocking a narrow path. Kill the two that are blocking the narrow path, and then with whichever one is within the wide path, leave that one alive. So in a room of four enemies, it may be best to just kill three of the enemies and leave one alive. But it all depends on how tight the room is. If the room is ridiculously tight, whether you bob to the left or bob to the right, and they still get you, might as well clean out the entire room. But if the room is wide enough, you could leave at least one of them alive. Same for the dogs. You don't need to kill both the dogs, but if it's annoying that there are two of them, just kill one. So that's my strategy for anyone who's ever attempting to play old school games. The mechanics is shit as hell. So the only way to save yourself and a lot of headache is to kill a few of the zombies just to clear a path and leave the rest that are within the wider area alive. Or if you want to leave the ones in the narrow area and kill the ones in the wider area, that's also fine because when the enemies within the narrow area comes after you, you can lead them into the wider area and then juke around them and then get to where you need to go to. So that's it. That's all I gotta say. I gotta play Warframe. Um, yeah, it was pretty good. I did about a good maybe about, consider the time I'm getting off now, about 4 hours of this. So I'll probably play Warframe for about 30 minutes most today. And since Saturday's the giveaway, I'm going to be on early on Warframe just to do some grinding and to look for what I need to look for in Warframe, which is typically prime parts, because that's going to be part of the giveaway, prime parts. All right, that's it. I'm done. I wouldn't recommend this game to anyone who's never played an old school game, um, because it's extremely frustrating if you don't understand the mechanics, and even if you do, it's highly recommended if you don't want to be frustrated to use. Definitely don't want to be frustrated to use a PC keyboard. And if you don't want to use a keyboard, because you definitely want to have the experience of using a controller, just like people did in the past, do understand that what comes with that means that you will have to be using the mechanics of the controller and understand how to use the guiding path of the guided path of either the up, down, left, or right on your controller, or trying to get used to using the L3 analog directional control, along with pressing the square button if you're using PlayStation controller to guide the character without him running into a wall or running into a zombies. Yeah, the movement mechanics has never been good for the first Resident Evil game. It's been a little bit better, just a little bit better for the second one, but not really. Um, and also for Code Veronica, it's kind of the same. It's only until I believe Resident Evil um, 3 Nemesis they improve the mechanics just a slight tad, a tad from how it used to be, that it runs and behaves smoother. And by the time Resident Evil 4 came around, they just got rid of the old school Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 behavior altogether. And they went with the new mechanics that works perfectly, and the old ones that's completely awful. Alright, so yeah, don't play this game if you're going to get frustrated because the mechanics is not working the way you want to. And if you really want to play it, I would suggest using a keyboard. But if you don't want to play use a keyboard to play the game, because you want to have the original uh, experience, do understand that you'll probably die a lot. That's just the nature of it. It was meant to be difficult using the controller, um, but thankfully they added the aspect of quick save or temp save into the director's cut, which is you don't have to depend on the in-game saves in order to do so, because the loading period for in-game saves takes a long time. Then you have to go through the animation of dying and then reload the game from the intro and then wait, and then you're at your location. Whereas the quick save allows you to save exactly where you want to save and completely load it. It's like basically reverse, the whole reverse thing that it offers, or rewind. So it's pretty damn good. It's it's perfect for a game like this because you will get crazy and you will get mad if you don't understand that this is a game that doesn't have any um, ABS on it, or as people say, doesn't have training wheels as new games do. So this is a game that has no training wheels. So yeah, if you want a challenge, play old games that don't have training wheels, and then you'll see how frustrated you get. All right, that's it. I'm done.